5 minutes without the extra oxygen. Okay. So we wanted to circle back to, I had an assessment with a functional neurologist. So her license to touch is as doctor of chiropractic. And most functional neurologists originally, they have their DC. Some of them are naturopaths. I've been assessed in the past with some of my other head injuries. So it seemed like it would be a good idea to get a baseline for what areas of my brain seem like they've been damaged recently, and like from the hit on April 1st. And also, what's my baseline going into the hyperbaric series. I don't actually know all of her findings, but I can say it was the most gentle and kind of neurotrauma aware assessment I've ever had. She checked in with me repeatedly to make sure that we weren't overtaxing my system and that I wasn't, getting worse just from the assessment, because that's certainly something I've seen a lot with other people getting various neurological assessments. They just plummet. They take like 3 weeks back in their healing, or they're set back by a month just by going to see their neurologist. And then at the end, she has this special room, and it had, I think I was lying on infrared, and there was cold laser pointed at the crown of my head, and she gave me binaural beats. It's like a strange feeling to describe, but I just felt like my whole neurology just felt safe, and it just went like whoosh, and I was feeling amazing coming out of there. It was like, wow, everybody should sleep like that, right? All night, everybody. Nobody would have any problems, like, in the whole world if everybody could do that. Then I was walking across the parking lot, and I stopped to ask someone for directions, and while she was talking to me, this car wanted to park where I was standing, even though there were lots of empty spaces, and this driver in his white truck honked on his horn, and it, like, totally jacked me up. It was like I had settled my nervous system with all those tools that helped me, and I was in this groovy place, but I wasn't set there. I wasn't really in the groove. And so when he beeped at me, I went whoop, right back up. And I was so filled with just like rage and righteous indignation, and just like really wanted, because he didn't know I had a brain injury, right? I'm sure if he had known, he might have not hauled out and honked. So it's nice that my nervous system got to get to that place. Not really hanging out there, but that's where I used to live, so I know that that's my native place. It's all of our native place.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting back there and not being so sensitive to noises and to bright lights. And I thought I was doing okay until the clouds cleared.
Yeah.
And we have all these sunny days, and I'm like, oh! Now I'm a vampire again, so I guess I wasn't doing that great. It was just really cloudy. Okay. All right. So I'm really glad that Dessa prepared me that it might not be just like a miracle from day one. I am sleeping, I guess the last couple nights like 7 hours, but I don't feel like I am. It's like I don't feel rested. I don't feel energetic. I'm really still super fatigued all day if I try to do anything. Just been really, really tired, which is normal for having a head injury. It's like hard for our brains to be growing themselves and also doing all the things that we normally do. Even just like sitting up takes like a huge amount of brain power that we take for granted normally, but right now I'm not taking it for granted. Maybe I'm not dropping as many things. Like yesterday I remembered an appointment before I missed it, kind of thing. So like, yay brain. And yes, I do have the stuff written down, but you have to think I should go check my calendar and see if I have something to do. And that was the kind of thought that I wasn't having before that I'm having now. I think I'm a little bit less irritable, but I also have been staying away from people who irritate me. Good idea, right?
Right.
So that could help.
That helps.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I'm really looking forward to is, like, in the afternoon, instead of giving my dog her afternoon walk, I've just been taking her to the dog park because I'm just too tired to walk her. So I'm looking forward to, like, having enough energy by the end of the day that I can just give her a walk around the block and call it good. Cool. So, unplugging my oxygen. Grab my glasses off the handy dandy glasses hanger. Alright, here's the valve. But it'll be alright. Yeah. And there we go. See you next time.